Hey folks, Chef Jesse here. How are you today? Huh? Guys are doing good? Okay. Today I have a special dish for you guys. It's called chicken Lombardy. Now, it's a Italian American dish. Although some people are telling me it's not. It's a whole big controversial thing. I had to do research. To me, it's Italian. I don't know. I don't mind. But it is controversial where it originates from. Some people have told me that actually Olive Garden was the one who created chicken Lombardi. So, we don't know where it came from, but I say it's Italian. It's got to be. With a name like Lombardi, come on. So anyway, folks, today I'm going to make chicken Lombardi. Whatever where it comes from, it's going to be delicious, and it looks delicious, and it's going to be delicious, and it smells delicious, the whole thing. So anyway, folks, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make my chicken Lombardi, and I'm going to show you step by step, and you need to pay attention because I know people are going to like this dish, and they're going to say, how do you make it? Well, look at the video. So anyway, first we're going to start by, let me bring you down here. I'm going to start dredging my chicken, okay? I'm going to dredge my chicken in, now mind you, I have a small kitchen here. So I'm going to dredge my chicken in, let me put this here, and put that there, okay? I'm going to dredge my chicken in flour, just plain flour, no egg, no nothing, but plain flour, okay? So for this dish, nothing, no egg, no milk, no nothing, just plain flour, okay? So you're going to dredge it in plain flour, and you're going to squeeze it down. I used 2 big chicken cutlets, and I cut it in half. I cut them in half, and I actually made like 4 of them, 4.5, I don't know. But I cut it as thin as possible so that it could cook easy, cook quick and more flavorful, instead of a big giant piece of chicken cutlet. So they're pretty thin, I cut them with the knife at home. I sharpened my knife. So here we go. I'm dredging this, and this flour is what's going to help when I make. You're going to see when I make it. The flour is what makes the sauce, or the gravy, actually, I should say, thicken up. So here we go. Okay. So again, no egg, none of that stuff. Just plain old flour. I really hate working with flour. That's why I don't bake, because it gets like all over the place. But this is it. I'm pushing it down. Okay. I'm brushing it off. I got one more piece left here. And this is it, folks. So I got 5 little cutlets here. And whatever's left over tomorrow for lunch, whatever it is. Okay, so there we go. So, mind you, before I dredge this in flour, I put salt, pepper, and garlic powder. That's all I did. Salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And I let it stay there for a little while. And then now, I'm dredging it in. Okay, so let me go wash my hands because, like I said, I hate working with flour. I hate flour. Yeah, that's why I don't bake. Okay, it gets stuck to your fingers. Oh God. Okay. Wash your hands. So, folks, that was easy, right? So stay tuned for the rest. Okay, so folks, here I'm back. I am going to start cooking my dish today. It's called chicken Lombardi. It's similar to chicken masala. The only thing that I'm gonna finish it off at the end by sticking it in the oven with a topping of mozzarella and green onions, chopped up onions in it. I'm gonna show you how it looks like. So it's similar to chicken masala, but it's gonna be a little bit different at the end, and that's what makes the dish so much. So anyway, folks, I'm gonna start off using a cast iron skillet. Oh, it's heavy. And the reason I'm using a cast iron skillet is because I can put this in the oven. So after I make everything, I'm going to show you. Everything's going to go into the oven. So that's why I'm using cast iron. I love cast iron. Cooking on cast iron, I like the heat and the temperature. So first of all, I'm going to put in a I'm going to start. I'm going to stand by. Let me see. Okay, I got thrown off there a little bit. So I'm warming up my skillet, and I'm going to use my butter and my olive oil. Okay, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how this is done in a few minutes. Let this thing get warm, and then I'm going to show you. Okay, so yeah, folks, this is going to be a good dish. I'm telling you. Hey. Okay, and with this dish, I am making some pasta. I'm using sauce from a jar, creamy vodka for Gilbert. But I'm not in the mood to have any sauce, so I'm going to have my pasta with garlic and olive oil. So I'm going to have garlic and olive oil pasta, linguine, actually I'm using, and then I'm going to have some creamy vodka sauce for him, and then the chicken Lombardy. Okay, so as my pan is getting warm, I'm going to start showing you how to do this. So stand by. Okay, so folks, I'm going to put my olive oil in here. Okay, I'm using about 1 tablespoon, a little bit more, tablespoon and a half, and I'm going to use some butter. Okay, and what the butter does prevents, well, the olive oil prevents the butter from burning. I'm going to spread it out like this, and it looks like my pan is kind of warm already. Okay, and I have my water over here boiling for my pasta. And let me get my chicken. Okay, here goes my chicken dredged in. And I just want to make sure that this is hot enough. Okay, and I'm gonna fry my chicken, saute my chicken in this olive oil in this butter. So I'm gonna cook it about 5 minutes on each side. Okay, let's give it a little bit, warm up a little bit more. Okay, so I make sure this gets hot. Okay, so I'm going to cook these about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Okay, and there you go. I'm trying not to cry them up, but I want to cook this all together. There you go. And I got one left, so I'll cook these first, and then I'll cook the other one. So folks, my chicken is almost done. Okay, and again, this chicken was cooked in olive oil and butter, and dredged in with flour. And I cooked each side for about maybe 4 to 5 minutes each side. Flipped it over, gave it about 4 or 5 minutes again, and then I flipped it around. You know, I'm gonna cook it halfway, or at least more than 3/4 of the way, because the rest of it is gonna be cooked when I put it in the oven with the rest of the ingredients. So after I brown these, as you can see, they're browning nicely, golden. I take it out, and I'm going to put it on a dish, and I'm going to put it on the side, and then I'm going to start cooking the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so this is done, and this one's not done yet. It's a little bit thicker, so I'm going to give that one a little chance. And then I'm going to come back, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay folks, so I got my chicken, I just took my chicken out of the pan. Now I'm going to put in another teaspoon of butter. Okay, there you go, a little teaspoon, a little bit more of butter. Okay, I'm going to, okay, and this is a nice color here. Now my pan is warm already. Okay, because I was just doing the chicken. I lowered the heat because I want to cook this all right. And then I'm going to preheat my oven to 400. Okay, my oven is going to 400, and I'm getting this pan ready here. This looks kind of warm already. Okay, so I'm going to throw in my mushrooms. There you go. And I'm going to start cooking my mushrooms, browning them about 4 to 5 minutes as well. Just break them down, and they're starting to break down real nice, and they have that nice brown color from the butter and the olive oil. Okay. Okay. So And you're supposed to be using 7 ounces of cremelli mushrooms. I didn't find any cremelli mushrooms, so I'm using regular, I think, white mushrooms. And I don't know what 7 ounces is, because that day I didn't go to school. So you tell me 7 ounces, I don't know. I cook by eye. I don't cook by measurements. People say, oh, he didn't go to school for. I mean, I went to school. I just didn't go to class that day. I wasn't paying attention. 7 ounces. I don't know what the hell 7 ounces of mushrooms are. I just didn't pay attention. I knew someday I would need it. Although I haven't used algebra yet, so I don't know what that was about. But anyway, my mushrooms are breaking down real nice. Look at that, nice and brown. Okay, and it looks nice. It looks really nice. You can add more. You can add more mushrooms to that. Let me see. Let me add a little bit of more mushrooms, just to get more flavoring in there. There you go. And again, I don't know what 7 ounces are, so I'm just using it by ear, by whatever the hell you want to call it. So, okay, so. But it's looking good. These mushrooms are looking nice. They're browning real nice. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. So stay tuned for that. Okay, folks, so my mushrooms are cooking nice and brown. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? I don't really like mushrooms, and they look nice. Okay, so now to this, I'm going to add my 1/4 cup of chicken stock. There you go. Okay. And my 1/2 cup of the marsala. There you go. Marsala. There you go. Sounds like somebody who I knew. Marsala. There you go. So, okay. So I'm gonna let that cook in a little while there. Okay. I got my water boiling for my pasta, which is good. Let me raise the temperature on this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of flour. And this is just to thicken up the gravy a bit. Okay. And I just added that on my own because it wasn't really meant. But I just want to add some to it. So, okay. There you go. Now I'm going to cook it in there. Okay. Break this down here. Break the flour down. Okay. So it's looking good, isn't it? Looking real good. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna lower this down a bit. Okay. And you see how it's getting thick? It's thickening up a little bit. Now, watch what I'm going to do next. I'm going to return my chicken into the sauce, the gravy, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the gravy. There you go, like so. Doesn't that look delicious, folks? Really, all jokes aside, doesn't that look delicious? Okay, so I return all my chicken cutlets in there. And now I'm going to slowly cook it in there. I'm going to constantly put some of the gravy, the sauce on top. There you go. And I'm going to let this cook for about 5 minutes or so. Alright. Okay. So, I'm going to let that bubble there for a little while. Oh, you hear that bubbling in there? This looks delicious so far. Okay. just get some of the sauce in there. See how the sauce is thickening up? Look at that. Oh man. Make sure you lower the flame. You don't want it too high. So there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Okay, folks. So I cooked this for about 5 minutes in there. And now I'm going to do the finishing touch. And I want to show you how I do this finishing touch. I take this off the flame. Okay. Let's take that off the flame there a little bit. Okay, there you go. Okay, now I got my oven preheated to 400. Remember that. Okay. Now I'm going to let this cool off for like a minute. And while I'm cooling this off, I'm going to start using my mozzarella cheese. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. And I'm gonna concentrate on the chicken because it's gonna melt all over the place. So, but I'm gonna concentrate mostly on the chicken. There you go. And I'm not gonna be scared of putting cheese in there. I'm gonna put a lot of cheese in there. I'm gonna. This just calls for nice creamy. There you go. Look at that. Okay. So I'm using mozzarella. Actually, I'm using a blend of mozzarella with Asiago and provolone. Now I'm gonna do my green onions, scallions. Yeah, like so. Now remember, I got my oven preheated to 400. And then I'm gonna stick this whole cast iron thing into the oven for about another 5 minutes or so, so it can cook. So make sure it's got to be. Oh, that's why I'm using cast iron. And there we go, folks. And my pasta is boiling. And as soon as everything comes out, I'm going to show you because this looks delicious and it smells delicious. Well, folks, this dish looks delicious. Let me give you a rounding up of what this is. It's called chicken Lombardy. I guess it's Italian American dish. Some people say it's not. Some people say Olive Garden created it. I don't know. But it looks Italian with a name like Lombardi. Hey, come on. So anyway, folks, chicken Lombardi, it looks good. It's chicken cutlet cooked with, it's similar to chicken masala, but at the end, it's the little thing at the end is that you put mozzarella cheese, mozzarella, and you put green onions, and then you put it in the oven to bake for about 5 minutes or so. I'm making pasta, two different kinds, well, linguine, and I'm gonna make one dish for Gilbert with vodka sauce. He likes the vodka sauce, and I'm putting mine into a garlic with olive oil and a little bit of butter, and I'm gonna get my pasta in there with parsley and a bunch of other Italian seasoning, and he's gonna get the red sauce, the red vodka sauce. And this is almost done. I'm telling you, in about 5 more minutes we're gonna be eating, and this looks delicious. Smells delicious. I opened up my oven. Oh my God, it looks delicious. Stay tuned. It's amazing. Let me show you. Give you a little. Look at that. Look at this chicken. Look at this. Look at it bubbling. I just took it out of the oven. Looks great. Smells delicious. And we're gonna take it to the table in a few minutes. Because in the table everything looks better at the table. Well, folks, this has been great cooking this thing, and it looks so delicious. Let me there goes your chicken Lombardi. There goes your linguine. There's no sauce on the linguine yet because there goes the sauce or the gravy. I'm not gonna get into the argument. Gravy sauce. I say sauce. So vodka sauce. There goes the mushrooms, chicken, and there goes my pasta. It's got olive oil and garlic, and my piece of chicken. So let me just take a picture of that. Oh, it looks delicious. Oh, another picture. This thing is screaming, eat me. And there goes the vodka sauce. And we got some Parmesan, shredded Parmesan from Whole Foods. Good stuff. So folks, there you got a chicken Lombardi with linguine, and it looks and it smells delicious. Let me just flip it. Oh, look at that. Look how it looks inside the pot. And let me take that in there, the pot in there, because it looks delicious. Okay, folks, well, that's it. That's it for the week. Because you know I don't cook on Friday and Saturdays. Tomorrow I go to my mother's house. And I want to take 1 minute to, from the bottom of my heart, guys, I had over almost 200 people wish my mother a happy birthday. And I'm really feeling it. And wait till she sees that. I'm going to show her tomorrow all the people, you know, that wished her a happy birthday. She's 86 years young. And she's really going to go, you know, she's not into Facebook and all that. You know, she has a computer. It's Windows BC. So anyway, but all jokes aside, folks, she's gonna love it. And you know, hey, it comes when when your son's a celebrity like me. Hey, then you know people. So anyway, folks, all jokes aside, love you guys. I see you guys Sunday with Sunday's dinner. I got 2 days or whatever to think about. I got plenty of time to think what's going to go on Sunday, and I will see you Sunday. And I love you guys. And go to my channel. Make comments, all that good stuff. I love you guys. I really do. See you guys. Have a great weekend. Stay safe.